Hey y'all, that's damn it, go off. I don't know if y'all familiar with Love Dorsey, but she making music. Ooh, I didn't know she was making music. She's making music. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm warm, and got my feet up. I got my heater right here. I was about to get my heating pad too, but I ain't gonna do that. I got my cup of ice. I got my pretzel from Sonic. What else I got? I got a chocolate chip granola bar. Even though I just came out, I went to Bubba's is where I ended up being. I went to Black Rock They wasn't taking any walk-ins. I went to Texas Roadhouse. They was talking about an hour wait. Um, so and Bubba's is right next door to Texas Roadhouse on Seaport. So I went to Bubba's and I got some shrimp and chicken pasta, and I got a chicken salad, and I'm full as hell, but it's something like with meat and snacks or things that I like eat on a regular basis, which is like this stuff right here. So I just got something just in case I want to eat something while I'm sitting here. But um yeah, I'm full because I don't really eat like sit there and eat a meal like that. So I got like a lot left over. Of course, I bring my food home, y'all. I don't know, especially when I got a lot left and I got a lot. But like a salad, like you can't really like save a salad. Okay, like you'd be lucky if you can eat it like the next day. Anyway, that's what I did. I drank one margarita, Don Julio triple something margarita. It was cool. It was good. It wasn't like for it to be supposed to be three liquors. Like I don't know. And anyway, I'm about to eat this because I want something sweet. Okay, so listen. So this live right here, I ain't even got my notebook. Well, I'm just gonna give some tips. I'm not gonna be on very long, y'all, because I really do. I'm gonna go to bed. I still gotta wash my face, do my skincare, all of that kind of stuff. I got a load of clothes in the washer, so I'm pretty much gonna stay on until that load get done, and then I'm gonna go get in the bed. But anyway, my bed reminder is on here. Hey James, how you doing, babe? So I will drop the link just in case anybody wants to pop on, but so we'll just see how it goes. But this live is just all about. I actually had a schedule for last night, and I didn't make it because I went to bed. But anyway, it's the beginning of the year. Okay, it's the beginning of the year, and with that being said, the beginning of the year is the time where a lot of people, you either have resolutions, New Year's resolutions, you have goals and things that you set for yourself that you want to do. It's also right before tax season. So, you have plans for this money you're getting ready to get. Um, there's just plans, okay? There's things that we talk about that we want to do. And then somewhere along the line, as the year goes on, we don't really do anything to make those things happen, okay? The money comes and it goes, time comes and it goes, and next thing you know, another year has passed and we're doing it all over again. So I myself I'm on a 6 month challenge for myself. Now I'm a huge procrastinator. Anybody who knows me know that. Y'all know I do shit at the last minute. I get ready at the last minute. I wait till the last minute for every fucking thing. Like that's just what I do. I don't know why. I don't know if it's an adrenaline rush. I don't know what it is, but that's just how I operate. And I'm trying to work on that. I am definitely trying to work on my time management skills as well as just following through on some things because I'm one of those people like, I mean, my brain is always like just going, going, going. I mean, it's always on 10. I always got ideas and strategies and just things going through my brain as far as how to get shit done and how to do some shit. Um, but then, it's number one, if you're working on too many things at once, it's going to be hard to finish anything because you're spreading yourself too thin. Hey, Blazing Babe, you got dinner? Did you eat dinner? So, but you're spreading yourself too thin. So it's like, you have your home life, you have work, you might have a relationship, might have children, you might even have pets, you got your side business you're trying to do, and then you got your family who you deal with. And it's regular shit, but it also can be a lot at once. And Like I said, side business, but don't be trying to like really build some shit. Don't be trying to really build multiple things all at once. You know what I'm saying? Um, because what'll happen is you will lose something somewhere, or you're not gonna do your best. It's not gonna get the best of you. Each thing is gonna get shorted. You know what I'm saying? So the number one thing that I'm going to suggestion that I'm going to make, as far as if you have goals or anything that you are trying to complete this year, um, I'm going to say to write it down. Writing things down is very much so an essential part of being successful. When it's right there in your face, when you see it, I got a calendar hanging right there on my wall. When you wake up and you see that calendar, you see what day it is, you see what the date is, you see whatever holiday it is, you see things that are also coming up. Write things down. Okay? Have a calendar hanging up in your bedroom. Have a calendar or like on your dresser. We use our phones for so many things, but don't put your life in your phone. Okay? You need things around your home to remind you. You need things that, in your vehicle. You can have a little thing like on the dashboard or whatever. You really need it in your face, and you need it in your face throughout the day, because even throughout the day, you might wake up and you got in your head what you're supposed to be doing, but then you lose that somewhere along the day. Somebody call, or something happened at work, or just whatever, something happens, right? And now you're putting it off until the next day. No. Mm-mm. So number one is write your stuff down, and write it down everywhere that you need to see it. Everywhere you need to see it. Bam. As soon as you wake up in the morning, guess what? You need to see what's on that calendar. Okay? Really, you need to go through it the night before. Okay? The night before, on a piece of paper, just a regular piece of paper, you write down 3 things that you need to accomplish the next day. That's one thing that I have to do before I go to bed tonight. Tomorrow is Monday. I'm going to write down 3 things that I want to get done tomorrow. And so that's one thing that you do, because you need to prepare. And so that's where you kind of fall back from the procrastination, because if you're doing things at the last minute, then, that's not helping you either, because you're pressuring yourself to do things and you don't have any room to move or any room to mess up or anything like that. So prepare yourself. So the night before, you want to write down 3 things that you want to get done the next day. You want to get to work on time. You got something that you need to mail off. You have a phone call that you need to make. Whatever it is, just make sure that you write it down. You need to get to the grocery store. You know, whatever. Just make sure whatever it is, you write it down and you make yourself do those things. So the next day when you wake up, you're up. You sit there for a minute, you chill, you drink your bottle of water. Because when you first wake up out the bed, before you even go pee, you need to sit there and drink you a bottle of water. Okay, have you a bottle of water next to your bed. So when you wake up, you sit up, you down you a bottle of water. What it does is it gets your insides flowing. It just gets you going. Okay, it just hydrates everything. You've been laying down for hours. Your body has been working, doing things while you've been sleeping. Drink you a bottle of water, get your insides going. Okay, so you sit there, you just kind of collect your thoughts, think about, your day and everything. And then you got your piece of paper and you look and see what you have to do for the day. And then you just figure out how you're going to make it, how you're going to make it. How are you going to get these things done? You know, what time do you got to be at work? What time do you get off? What time do you take a break? If you take a break. Um, what time, do these things need to be done by a certain time today? So you want to, number one, you wake up, you collect your thoughts, you drink your bottle of water, you look at your piece of paper, you figure out a way to fit those things in and prepare on how you're going to get these things done the same day. So that's number one, is writing things down. And that's a daily task. Okay. That's a daily task. Every day, there should be three things that you want to get done. Okay. Especially if you are working on a business or anything, learning, if you're in school, whatever it is, you should be working on something. You should not just be working your job and going home. That should not be your life. Okay. It's not about just work and going home. It's not about just work and mingling or whatever. You need to have other business that you're handling. All right. That's all of us. Okay. So, writing things down. So, outside of that piece of paper that you're going to write your daily task on, you need a journal. Even if it's just a small notebook, a regular size notebook, an actual journal, an agenda where it has like the dates and the months and the years and all that. Whatever type of notebook you want for you to be able to write down things for the next 6 months to come, do that. You can even do it a year, but we're working on the first 6 months right now where I am. Okay. So you have a notebook, you have what month it is, what year it is, what day it is. And each page has its own thing. Okay. Um, each page has its own thing. You have goals. What do you want to accomplish in 30 days? The first 30 days of the year, what is it that you want to accomplish? And then you go to the first 3 months of the year. What do you want to have accomplished by the end of March? All right. And then we're at 6 months. Okay. So there should be, because basically how you will be successful at completing long-term goals is beginning to complete short-term goals. Okay. Because if you can't get the little shit done, it's going to be out of your league to get the big shit done. All right. So, in a month, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you need to get done within this month? And like I said, 3 months, 6 months, and then you move on to the end of the year. What do you want to have done by the end of the year? Okay. And we just gradually take steps towards getting those things done. Okay. And it can be anything, it's very unique to your life and what you have going on. All right. Is it money that you want to save? Would you like to save $500 by the end of January? I will tell you one of my goals, one of the things that I am working on is saving 10 grand. I want 10 grand in my savings by the end of the year. All right. The way that you do that, you put away $27.40 every day. Every day, $27.40. Now, some people will say, well, when I get paid, can I just put, the larger sum away? Or it's harder to do that because it's harder to put, the larger sum away. With smaller sums of money, we don't think about it that much. We don't think about it when we go to Starbucks and we spend $7 on a drink, or we go here and we spend $15 on lunch, or those little amounts of money. Just think about it like when you put gas in your car. A lot of people, can I get 10 on this? 10 on this. It's always 10, 10, 10, 10 instead of just filling up your tank. And filling up the tank will not only be cheaper, but it will last you longer. But we just like spending those smaller amounts of money. That's just how a lot of people's their brains operate. So with this, that will work because you're only putting away that $27 every day. The $27, tuck it away, get your old shoebox, stick it in your drawer, get you an old makeup bag or an old purse or whatever, just throw it in there, and whatever. And maybe every couple months or so, maybe you want to deposit it into an account or something because it will accumulate a little bit faster than saving $5 bills or something like that. Or you can keep it in your house. Do what you do, but that's one of my goals is to put away $27 every day because that's the amount that I want. Now that's not a large amount for some that's not that much. Some people it may be out of your reach, or it seems a little bit too much. You can break it down, break it in half. Save $15 a day, $10 a day. Save. Okay. You want a sum of money put away for. Oh, you good, boo. Fireproof safe. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. That's a good idea. But we need to work on saving. Okay. It is too often, and this is going to go because tax season is coming up. And a lot of people have the same habits every year. Okay. And it's your money. Do what you want to do. If you want to go buy out the mall, be my guest. If you want to go to the buy here, pay here, be my guest. All I'm saying is, at some point, we need to do something different if we want different results. Okay, we shouldn't have to go buy a vehicle every year. That's really not practical. It shouldn't even be. Shouldn't be realistic. Even people who drive a leased vehicle that want to drive a brand new vehicle, they go get a car every 2 years. Every 2 years they turn in their lease and get a new one. So buying a vehicle every year, why do you have to buy a vehicle every year? What are you doing to your cars during that 12-month period, or I'll say 10 months, that you would need to buy another vehicle? I don't know. Either it's where you're getting them from, what type of car you're driving. A lot of times we want to spend just a few dollars on a car. Oh, I just need something to get me around. I do it. Okay, I've done it a couple of times. I just need something just to drive, or just need a second vehicle. Maybe something happens to your main vehicle and it's something you're doing at last minute. But at some point, we need better quality so that we're not spending the same money over and over and over again. Okay. Um, it's almost like buying a blazer. You buy a blazer from Rainbow that costs $10. You wash it a couple times, it's gonna look like shit. You go to wear it at an interview, you gonna look like you was out all night or whatever. You go to Macy's and go buy a nice blazer. Yeah, it might cost $80, but guess what? It's something that's going to last you years and years to come, something you will always be able to use. So, you kind of got to look at things like that as well. I'm kind of getting off topic there, but what I'm saying is repetition. We don't want to keep on spending the same money. So we want to, number one, we want to save. And number two, we want to make better choices. Okay. So number one is we want to write things down, write goals down that we have for ourselves. All right. Um, and hold ourselves accountable. The thing that we have to understand, when we set boundaries for ourselves and we don't follow those boundaries, we're going against self. Okay. And that's the one person you should never go against. All right. Um, if you can't stand for the boundaries that you set for yourself, it really does explain a lot of the reasons why we go through a lot of things we go through. We allow people, places, things to overrun us because we don't stand by for ourselves. We don't stand up for ourselves. We don't stand by what we say for ourselves, for our own life. So how the fuck we gonna stand up to somebody else? So that needs to mean something. When you set a boundary for yourself, it needs to mean something. All right. If you say you're gonna save $10 a day, do that. Shouldn't nothing make you not save that money every day. Okay. Not that somebody needs to borrow it, not something that a kid has going on, not something that anything. Like, don't go against yourself. Don't go against yourself, because what happens is you're going to have to pick up those pieces. Usually, when you make these decisions and go against the boundaries that you set for yourself, what happens is you're left picking up the pieces by yourself. You went against those boundaries and, okay, so you gave up whatever you gave up and didn't do what you said you was going to do. And now, whatever the reason is that you did that, is done and over with, and now you're starting back all over. And who's helping you? Who's going to compensate you for that? Who is going to make up for that? Nobody. You're just starting all over again. Okay. Hey, Crypto Boo. So yeah, so these are just a few tips of things to do to working towards being successful, completing your goals. It's very, like I said, this is something that I'm gonna do. It don't matter. I spend a lot of unnecessary money. I've gotten into beauty, I've gotten into a lot of things in the last couple of years, and it's costly. And even though I like things and I like sales and I like to be in the stores, I also like to be secure and I like to be comfortable. And I don't like to struggle or be scrambling or be trying to figure out a way to make shit happen because I done fucked up and went to Sephora too many damn times or whatever, ordering shit online, whatever it is. Okay. So we just have to make better choices and we have to hold ourselves accountable. And part of that is writing things down, keeping it in our face, setting small goals for ourselves, completing those, and those small goals will lead to the larger goals because usually the small goals that we set for ourselves is something working up towards the larger goal that we are really working towards. So, I have a few things that I have in my goals list. I will be sharing it as I complete things. Um, Another thing is be careful who you share your goals with. Okay. And I'm going into that because that's why I'm not sharing my goals list. Okay. I talked about this on YouTube already. Last year we did vision board, and it's big and it's pretty, and you show everybody your vision board, but you never know who's praying against you. You never know who is not wanting you to make it, not wanting you to complete those goals, and really just want you to stay in your lower self. So you have to be careful on who you share that information with because it is important and it is serious. It may just seem like something you just wrote down on a piece of paper, but it's your life. If you're serious about the goals that you set for yourself, that is your life. And if you're sharing your life plans with people, just everybody, the world, you never know who is, hoping that you don't make it or hoping that you fall short. So be careful of who you share those goals with, and close people to you, people that have your best interest and that sort of thing. But I wouldn't share it with too many people because, people, a lot of times people want to see you do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. So, with that being said, you might have some ideas and, they take your idea or whatever, or they go do it first, or they sabotage, the way that you were going to do it, or anything. Like anything can happen. And not to say to be paranoid about the people you have around you, but just use discernment on who you choose to share your most personal plans and aspirations with, because um, if you're serious about your life, you're serious about making changes and about being better and not continuously doing the same things over and over again, you'll be serious about who you choose to share that information with. So, what else? I think that's pretty much, that might be it, y'all. We did a half hour. That's pretty good. Um, but yeah, you write things down, set the small goals. Um, don't share your stuff with too many people. Um, Basically, the challenge is to take 6 months, the next 6 months, to only focus on you. You. I'm going to tell you something about me. I raised my kids, and a lot of people don't know things that I've given up. You know, I've given up a lot actually because I am very, very smart. I am very intelligent. I've always had a good head on my shoulders. Um, I've always, been, what they call a go getter and gonna make some stuff happen. And, I mean, I guess that's why my screen name is Ask April, because I'm always a person, the go-to person, because I'm always gonna find a way out of no way. I've always been that way, but when you bring people in the world, you have relationships that are important to you, things like that. You let self, you kind of put self to the side, and that's what I did. And what I learned about that now that my kids are grown and is that these kids grow up and leave you. Okay, they go and they're gonna live their own life. They a lot of times they're not even gonna, they're gonna go through their own shit. So not only are they gonna grow up go on and live their own lives, but they're not even going to take everything with you that you instilled in them. They're going to go through their own shit anyway. And you know, as parents, like, we do everything in our power to make sure they have and they're good and they do. And you know, you just want them to be okay all the time. And then you find out it's just like, what? Like, this is what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, if that's the damn case, then I could have went and did this, that, and the third, and you would have still grew up and been okay. But it's all good. You live and you learn. But what the reason why I'm saying that is because self-preservation is key. At the end of the day, it's only you and God. That's all you got. That's all you got. I don't care if it's a motherfucker laying in the bed next to you. When you close your eyes, it's you and God. And whoever you love that's in the bed with you, I ain't disrespecting them. I'm just saying. You know, you can have somebody right there with you. And you're right there. But it's only you and him when you close your eyes. And so, you know, you got to take care of you. And you got to make sure you're good. Yes, you got good people around you. You got somebody that got your back. You know, you love on the people that you brought into the world. You love on your relationship. You care for those people. You don't treat them bad, but at the same time, you don't put yourself off for nobody. For nobody, because it's not going to happen in return. It is not going to happen in return. Okay? Um, you have to take care of you and you have to make sure that you're good. You know, while you're making sure everybody else is good, make sure you're good first and then show up for other people. Um, because too many times you will find yourself picking up the pieces or trying to find a way out of no way again because you were there for everybody else, and then who are you going to be there for? Who's going to be there for you? You know? And then when you are that type of person that is always fixing things, people always look to you to do that. And that can be draining too, because it's like, you know, it gets tiring after a while, you know? So I'm just saying, just take 6 months, these first 6 months of this year, just take it just to focus on what you want to accomplish, what makes you feel good. Just get back to you, okay? And that doesn't mean that it's going to be taken away from anybody else. It's just meaning just readjusting your priorities. Just look at it as that. You're just readjusting your priorities. That's all. That's all. Um so yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. So April babe, you are right. I set a goal to earn money back that I lost last year. I accomplished that and moving toward my next goal. You have to set short term and long term goals. You have to set short term and long term. And you know, I learned from RL, you know, you do use a calendar and you use your goal sheet, your to-do list. You know, they call it a to-do list, a goal sheet. You use both in connection with each other because your goals is telling you what you want to accomplish. The calendar is telling you when you want to accomplish it by. And you need both of them to keep yourself on track. You have to have both of them to keep yourself on track. Because you can write down the goals, but what's holding you accountable to keep, you know, to do them by a certain time? You can write down anything and it can take you a lifetime to do it, or you have your calendar that's reminding you, like, girl, today is the day. Next week you're supposed to have this shit done and you ain't even started, you know. And that's why every day you wake up and you look at that and you look at the whole 30-day calendar and you got right there in your face what you're supposed to have to do, what you got to do, and what you have planned, you know. So yes, yes, yes. I think as a parent you want your children to be a better version of you. Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, it's not to say that after they go through their little thing and grow up and stuff that they won't, because they may, and hopefully they do. But that little time where they become an adult and they feel like, you know, they gotta see for themselves, you know. It's like, give them the game and show them the best way you can, and you don't walk out on them, but at the same time, you don't just keep putting yourself aside either. You know. Oh my God, I have to cut my nails. You got to cut your nails. These are so long. These are so long. But I'm actually pretty much used to them now. We'll see once I go to work tomorrow. We'll see how it works out. She is wonderful. Yes, she is. It is human nature. Yeah. So I'm gonna get off, y'all. That's pretty much my tips. And if you need an accountability partner, share your things with me. I'll help you because I need people to hold me accountable too. Check up on me. April, did you do this? April, did you do that? You know, we need people like that in our life to like check up on us and make sure we're not only that we're okay, but that we're on the right path, that we're doing the things that we said we were gonna do. And y'all do that for me all the time. I share something with y'all and y'all will be right on here like, did you do this? Did you do that? So I love y'all for that because it means that you pay attention to what I'm saying and that you care, because if you didn't, then you wouldn't ask and you wouldn't even remember. So I don't have that in my real life. Like, I don't have nobody in my real life that, mm-mm, mm-mm. So I'm blessed. I'm so blessed for the people that I met on YouTube. Hey Xavier, just get started. Do something each day to bring you closer to your goals. Absolutely. Send that email, make that call, do something. That's it. That's it. It can be the simplest of things, like, but you just haven't done it yet, you know? Okay, Blazing Bull, good night. Sleep well. So yeah, every day you gotta push through. You gotta push through and make something happen. You can even have a rest day, but still get something done that day too. It don't gotta be nothing strenuous or whatever. It can be, I want to go to the gym today. I gotta make that phone call today. I gotta go here to like any whatever it is. Just three things, okay? And it may seem like three things, like really? Yes, really. Three. Okay. Start the day with a purpose and end it with an accomplishment. Ooh, I love that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to bed too. Y'all ain't leaving me. Scoot over. I love y'all. I will have to see y'all in the morning for makeup, for Beauty and the Beef. Because there's some shit that went down on YouTube tonight. Midnight Star. Hey, boo. Well, I just got here. Oh, yeah. Midnight Star. Yes, you may. Come on and drop it. We at the end now. What's going on, babe? Um, do my 15 step, my 15 step night routine. Trying to keep my face looking like this for another 20 years. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. This shit good. Oh, it's cream cheese frosting. Pac-Man, be quiet. Um, I thought it was just cream cheese. Oh, okay. I'll check your replay after I go back and finish what I was looking at. Tommy Sotomayor is an FB chat talking about working with that. What? That's because Tommy Sotomayor is a nasty whore and he probably just want to fuck her. That's all. She resembled, like, she looked like that bitch Shay Way, Sugar Shay, whatever. Like, her and Five A pretty much look alike. So he a fucker. I'm actually in Brianna's 2.0. Oh, in chat right now. Okay. Oh, she's on. Why didn't I get that notification? Okay. Mm-mm. But wait a minute. Is 5A live right now? Or Brianna just talking about it? Let me see if she lied. Wait a minute. Oh, all I can think of is he drugged that bitch for 5 hours. 5 hours. He drugged that bitch all night. That probably had his dick hard. He probably wanted to fuck her afterwards. He seemed like that type. He'd probably be calling somebody all kind of bitches and shit, punching them in the back of their head, trying just horny off of that. Just a nasty little freak. Is she live now? Hold on, let me look. Okay, no. Okay, no, she's not live. Okay. I wonder what. Oh, no, that's not it. No, she ain't. That I don't know. No, no, she's not. And she just announced it in her chat. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, well I'm gonna come over there to her live. I'm about to go ahead and get off. I'll come over there to her live now, see what's going on. Girl. I know I drove that bitch earlier. Fuck that bitch. She a thief, she a liar, and everything else wrong with a person she is, okay? Everything that could be wrong with the woman she is. The bitch is 40 years old. Don't take care of her puss. Don't take care of her skin. Don't take care of her child. Don't take care of her life. She lives her life off hitting licks off motherfuckers online and then gets mad when people bust her ass out for it and talk about that shit. Fuck that bitch. Period. See now, see, damn it. This is supposed to be a live about reaching goals. Damn it. Listen, you can still reach your goals and cuss a bitch out. Let me just say that, okay? Because some people just need to be cussed out. So, you're right. I didn't think about that. He probably would want to stick it in her or in her until it fall off. Okay, okay. Now, if he ain't learned his damn lesson from the last one talking about she had chlamydia, what she said she had chlamydia? This bitch then went and got some fake results off of Google and talking about she got chlamydia from him. She probably has some type of discharge and he just think her coochie wet with his big overgrown old ass. Don't know the difference between a wet pussy and a diseased one. These motherfuckers is nasty, okay? Thank you, Michael. It is cozy. It feels good too. Y'all, I'm about to get up in this bed, okay? With my heating pad and the rest of my pretzel. That's a good thing about being single because you can eat your snacks in the bed. Like have your cup of ice sitting there and all of that. Like ain't nobody like trying to eat your stuff. But whoever my husband gonna be, we gonna be in the bed eating snacks together. Like that's gonna be my friend, okay? We both gonna be fat in the bed eating snacks and shit after we do it. Reaching on a nightstand, talking about, babe, hand me that granola bar over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, what's sad, Natural? What's sad? Come on and tell me. You always know when a troll is coming in because they don't ever speak. They don't do nothing. They just come in and just sad. What's sad? Midnight Star. You can still reach your goals, okay? Yes, you can. I was hoping you were still alive. I was in your chat when you were in your car earlier tonight. And remember, you said you were going live. Like, yep. Thank you, Midnight Star. Yeah, I almost didn't, but then I was like, let me come on here. I'm not gonna put it off another day. You said I'm depressing? To who? Why would you watch somebody that's depressing? I wouldn't watch anybody depressing. Aw. I'm depressing. Aw. Kind of like your comments. Kind of like just dry and just bleh. I bet you the back of your neck smell like somebody threw up after they drank all night. I bet you your cooch over there leaking like Five Babes. Like, girl, you got on some stockings, some drawers, and some denim, and you bend over and we see a whole wet spot, bitch. Like, what in the hell you got gushing out your cooch in the middle of the day like that? All y'all leaky puss bitches over there need to go on some motherfucking wear. Okay, well, anyway. Good night, y'all. See y'all in the morning.